And after ringing, do you guys want to do some Smash Bros? Alright, we're in the second half of John. We did the first half.
Yesterday? I watched John 1, the first part. No, we didn't.
I feel like we only did the first part.
in the letter.
Probably right. Sometimes my silly goose memory does things.
Oh yeah, I wasn't here yesterday.
You weren't here.
Yeah, you're not Paris then.
I wish I was.
We always wish you were. Every day we do wonder, is Logan coming over? Every day we also do wonder, is Josiah coming over?
Not me, yeah.
Yeah, not you, because you're always over here.
Yeah,
But I still wonder.
Alright. Romans. Oh yeah, we did Romans 1 through 4.
I told
The
you!
second part of Romans.
Oh boy.
Who?
Pop project.
Full
Say it, Charlie.
full funk, dude.
Say it, Charlie. Pop project. Now I.
Can
Do
you
you
see?
have a specific place for...
Trash and recycling's under the sink.
Do you want this?
Ah! Unless you're colorblind, you should be able to deduce.
The blue one is for the box,
Yeah,
Right.
blue's recycling.
and white is for trash.
Yep. Alright. Oh, we'll wait for Josiah. Josiah! We're waiting for you. Hurry up! No.
Paul's letter to the Romans. Check out the
Come on,
first video
speakers
where
pop.
we explored who Paul was, why
There.
he wrote this letter, and where we trace the core ideas of chapters 1 through 4. That all humanity is hopelessly trapped in sin.
There's my mouse. Yep. Alright.
Paul's letter to the Romans. Check out the first video where we explored who Paul was, why he wrote this letter, and where we trace the core ideas of chapters 1 through 4. That all humanity is hopelessly trapped in sin and needs to be rescued. That this rescue is not going to happen by people trying to obey the laws of the Torah. Rather, God's righteous character has moved him to rescue the world through Jesus' death and resurrection so that he could create a faith-based, multi-ethnic family of Abraham as his people. Now, in the remaining 3 movements of the letter to the Romans, Paul is going to develop these ideas even more. So remember, Paul's exploration of justification by faith, that when people trust Jesus' death and resurrection was for them, they're given a new status, they're right with God, they're placed in a new family, the covenant people of Abraham, and they're given a new future, the hope of a transformed life. Now Paul wants to show how this reality should reshape every part of our existence, because being in this family means being a part of a new humanity that God is creating through Jesus and the Spirit. So Paul goes back to the first human character of the biblical story, Adam. His name means humanity. And Adam, like all humanity after him, has chosen sin and selfishness. And so everyone faces God's judgment because we've become slaves to sin's influence, resulting in death. But then Paul contrasts Adam with Jesus, who he says is the new Adam, a human who lived in faithful obedience to God, shown through his act of sacrificial love. And now Jesus offers his life as a gift to others so that they can be justified before God. And so Jesus stands as the head of a new humanity that is being transformed by this gift, which leads him to chapter 6. Paul reminds these Christians in Rome that choosing to follow Jesus means leaving their old Adam-like humanity and entering into the new Jesus-like humanity. And their baptism was a sacred symbol of that transition. Their old humanity died with Jesus, and their new humanity was raised with him from the dead. So when a person trusts in Jesus, their life becomes joined to his life. What's true of him is now true of them. It's when people accept their identity as Jesus-like humans that they are liberated to become the wholehearted humans who can truly love God and their neighbor. Now, if creating this new humanity was always God's purpose, Paul asks in chapter 7, what then was the point of God giving Israel the law, or in Hebrew, the Torah? Now, side note, when Paul uses this word law, he sometimes means the storyline and message of the first 5 books of the Bible, but other times he's more specifically referring to the hundreds of commands given through Moses and that are found in the Torah. The second meaning is Paul's focus here. What was the purpose of all those commands? Paul says that the commands of the Torah were good. They showed God's will for how Israel was to live. But if you read the storyline of the Torah, Israel broke all those commands. The more laws Israel received, the more they replayed the sin of Adam and rebelled. So even when God gave his people specific moral rules to obey, that did not fix the problem of the sinful human heart. And so paradoxically, these rules made Israel even more guilty. But Paul says that paradox is the point. God's goal was to make it crystal clear that it's evil that's hijacked the human heart, and that the Torah, good as it is, could not do a thing about it. But Paul says in chapter 8, the solution has arrived in Jesus and the Spirit. And here's how. The commands of the Torah acted like a magnifying glass. It focused the problem of the human condition into one place, the people of Israel. But now Israel's representative, Jesus the Messiah, has paid for and dealt with all of that sin through his death and his resurrection. And now Jesus has released his Spirit into his new family to transform their hearts so that they can truly fulfill the call of all the Torah's commands to love God and neighbor. And there's more. God's renewal of human beings is the first step of his larger mission to rescue and renew all of creation, making it a place where his love gets the final word. Now you can see how chapters 1 through 8 are one long flow of thought here, but it raises some other questions. If all of this was God's purpose, what is the current status then of Paul's fellow Israelites who don't acknowledge Jesus as the Messiah? How does this story fulfill God's promises to them? Well, Paul begins in chapter 9 with his own anguish over fellow Israelites who don't think Jesus is their Messiah. And it leads him to reflect on Israel in the past from the Old Testament story. And he reminds us that simply being an ethnic Israelite, a physical descendant of Abraham, never made one automatically a faithful member of the covenant family. Paul shows us how God has always selected a subset from Abraham's family to carry on the line of promise. And his point is that now that line of promise is carried on by those who follow Jesus. He reminds us that for a long time, people inside and outside Abraham's family have rejected God's will. He reminds us of the story of Israel and the golden calf and of Pharaoh's rebellion. He shows us how God was able to orchestrate events so that people's rejection of him actually accomplished his redemptive purposes. And so in chapter 10, Paul turns his focus to Israel in the present. The reason many Israelites reject Jesus is because they're basing their covenant relationship with God on their performance of the commands in the Torah. And so sadly, they don't recognize what God has done through Jesus to create a new covenant family on the basis of faith. And so Paul asks in chapter 11, what is Israel's future? Has God written off his people? No, he says. There are tons of Jewish people, including himself, who do recognize Jesus as their Messiah, but there are also a lot who don't. But God has been able to use their rejection for his own purposes. It's caused the gospel to spread even quicker and farther into the Gentile world, making the family of Abraham even larger and more multi-ethnic. Paul describes God's covenant family as a big olive tree, And the rejectors of Jesus have been broken off, so to speak, and these Gentiles are like wild branches that have been grafted into the family tree. However, Paul says, one day Jesus will be acknowledged by his own people. He doesn't offer any details about how. Paul simply trusts God's character and promise that he won't give up on his covenant people. Which transitions into the final section of the book, chapters 12 through 16. But remember the big picture. Because of their faith in Jesus, Jews and Gentiles are now together Abraham's family, that new humanity that's being transformed by God's Spirit. And so, this is how God's fulfilling his ancient promises. Therefore, the only reasonable response is for these Jews and non-Jewish Christians to be unified as the church. In chapters 12 to 13, he shows that this unity will come from a commitment to love and forgive each other. Love will look like everybody using their diverse gifts and talents to serve one another in the church. And it will also mean humility and forgiveness. When these different ethnic groups and cultures come together in Jesus, conflict is inevitable, and it can only be overcome through the hard work of forgiveness and reconciliation. This is how they will show the greatest of Christian virtues, love, which fulfills the Torah's greatest commands to love God and love your neighbor as yourself. In chapters 14 and 15, he focuses specifically on the issues that are creating ethnic divisions in the Roman church. These are disputes about the Jewish food laws and the Sabbath. And Paul says these practices don't define who's in or out of Jesus' family. And if people differ over these culturally important but non-essential issues, they need to learn how to respect each other's differences. And it's in this way that love will heal and unify Jesus' family. Paul closes the letter by first commending Phoebe, who's a key leader in the church of Cenchreae. She had the honor of carrying and perhaps even reading this letter aloud to the Roman churches for the first time. Paul then concludes by greeting all the people that he hasn't seen for a long time, and that's the end. Whoa. You can see better now how all the pieces of this letter fit together and show what a profound masterpiece it truly is. That's what the letter to the Romans is all about.
All right. What stood out to you? Don't have anything? So, here you have people who cling to Jesus and they say, hey, we still got to practice the kosher food laws. There are still. Well, they could still they could still practice it. What is the unity that brings both together though? Love. Because we are in a house where there are multiple practices and love towards Jesus. And so we are constant in daily practice of sharing love even in disagreements on what the pro-axis is of following Jesus. What stood out to you, Logan?
Just like a question. I don't really have any support.
Yeah.
About what you're just talking about.
Question.
Like, was the food laws like a compromise with Israel because of their fear of death, possibly? Like their cultural fear of death?
It's kind of hard to say, especially when
Because
it's
they're not the only culture that did food laws.
yeah.
There's other cultures that did food laws. Like, is the root of that
Well,
because of the gods, or because of like a fear or something else?
I don't know the meta brain reason, but I do know.
That's just a question that popped in my
Yeah,
head.
I do know that Yahweh commissioned them to be clean. And so remember, you can't be in the impure state when you go towards the God of life. And you can't have anything that, resembles uncleanness and purity before going in the tabernacle. And pigs are filthy. Like, they're delightful to watch on videos, but especially in the ancient world. And have you ever been near a pig farm? Gosh, it just...
The only thing good about pigs are their bacon.
Well, it's like they're just extremely unclean. Like like even today with all our modern, they're just, especially a pig, like a place where there's lots of thousands of pigs, like they're just like they leave like literal like runoffs that make water unused, like places unusable. Like
Now
it's
that I'm getting deep into pig talk, it's like
What, Technoblade? Talking about Technoblade?
but nonetheless,
pigs are weird creatures.
yeah, nonetheless, even like things that don't make sense, like shellfish. Like we know shellfish is really healthy, like shrimp, but for some reason, Yahweh commissioned them not to eat it to keep themselves being clean from anything that like were cultural taboos. And so maybe a cultural taboo, pigs did symbolize death. We don't know the cultural taboo. Because like the reality is a lot of the laws looks like the code of
Pig of death.
the pig of death. I
That's not that, bro.
yeah. So that's a good thought provoking question. But yeah, and so
Other than that, I like this letter. Just cool, beautiful how it goes into like I don't know the roots of the Christian faith.
mm-hmm.
What like yeah, just the roots and the streams that lead into the bigger lake and picture
Yeah.
ocean.
My favorite thing about the book of Romans is it truly just does a blank, clean slate of everyone needs Jesus. And it's by faith in Jesus that just is literally the healing balm between each other.
And I always like reading the part of Paul's grief towards the Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
it's just one of my favorite parts of this.
And he has been like, he has not, like, he has experienced so many lashes, so many abuse from his people. And it, like, just still leaves them heartbroken for his people. And doesn't, like, it doesn't then transform towards bitterness, which is
I
like,
couldn't imagine being Paul.
yeah.
He
Like-
had a very, very sad life.
Yeah. It's like, well, yeah.
Yeah, like you said, he transformed it
Yeah.
for
And
the glory of God.
yeah, and that's a huge testament. That's like just the huge power of King Jesus, where a heart can still want to share the love, the good news of King Jesus, even when they experience.
And it's not like he was in total despair
Yeah,
or deprived of his thoughts,
yeah.
but he still had joy
Mm-hmm.
in it all.
How about you, Josiah? Anything stood out?
I just like how it all comes down to loving God and loving people.
Yeah, it's good. All right, my friend. We talked. We can start. Set 1 hour timer.
I've come to a predicament in my Switch modding.
Yeah.
So I have a 64 gigabyte SD card in there.
Oh yeah.
It's not big.
Not big enough.
And basically, I want to upgrade it, but I can't because I need to create a backup,
Mm.
but I don't have enough space on my SD card, even without anything on it.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna have to completely like unmod and remod it.
What a predicament. I'm sorry, friend.
What a pickle.
Would you like to join us for Smash Bros, Elsie? All right.
Kelsey said these muffins are for people.
Yes.
If you want one, just
They're like Costco muffins, so they're going to be dank.
But did Elsie go with you guys to Costco?
No, she just so happened. It's funny. I went to Costco and she so happened to have Costco muffins.
I got them from work. My manager got a bunch of food from Costco for our training yesterday and gave to us today, so we got
I mean, we literally
Like they were out. They were changing their color with a swipe of the color of the phone.
What?
By like so they would touch the back of the phone and the color changed.
No way.
Yeah. I was,
Okay.
like, I was like, is this real? I'm pretty sure it was. I didn't see anyone saying it was fake.
That's insane.
Yeah, a lot of weird features. It looks crazy cool. And it looked like even there was like an ingrained charger for it. Such a portable charger. I'm not sure.
Makes sense if they did that for the new chip that they put in it.
Already built-in charger. That's awesome. They can do that.
Which iPhone do you have?
14. It's like Corey has it. You have a 16?
Yeah. I got a 15 Pro.
I was just using it right there.
During like Black, almost like Great Friday, during Black Friday, Verizon had a deal. We switched over, and usually you can't do it with your cheapest membership, but with Black Friday, we're allowed to switch over with the cheapest membership, and pretty much for like $35 a month, we have everything. And it's like the price of the monthly payments for that phone.
Okay.
So pretty much for the price of the phone, we're paying the price of the phone for our membership. Interesting. So I didn't even say anything about like the 16 coming out. It's just like they just went straight to the 17.
I don't know if they tried too hard on the 16. It was like, let's change a couple things.
I was like, 17? What happened to 16?
I know they release one every year.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't.
It's just like that's stupid.
I mean, it used to be a big deal, like back in the day, generation difference, where
Yeah.
they were literally like technology leaps.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's like no one's
But-
asking for it now.
Yeah, now like
They're just continuing like. You guys not understand how supply and demand works.
yeah, they're literally right now is just they're pretty much doing like the tiniest little changes.
Yeah, I mean,
The main thing that they
if
changed
they
is
spent just
Yeah.
one more year on a model, it would make probably more profit. Honestly,
yeah,
at least that's what I would assume.
just get enough technology because
Right
now
people
like
care for that stuff nowadays.
now like technology is like you have to wait a couple years for like to experience another phone.
Dude, and literally with Apple, like they're not making revolutionary changes. They're just copying what Android's doing.
Oh yeah, well
That's all
that's
it is right now.
from the very beginning. Samsung is the one who made the iPhones at first.
Yeah.
And then Apple sued them because Samsung's like, oh wow, look at this cool thing we did. Let's go do it too. And Apple's like, nope, you did that for us. And they lost that battle.
Wow.
Samsung lost that battle. Make yourself at home. Like, filming it or building a house with water. Dude, this is literally just feeding me my food. After feeding me my food,
Just trying to be polite.
basically trying to be polite, but I'll feed you my arm if I have to.
You don't have to. Please don't.
Just you're the type that I could say make yourself at home and you'll still like you won't take advantage of it. There's some youth that have to be a little careful about that. Actually, I don't even care if people are careful, but just when it comes to food and drinks, you have to ask because I don't know which one. Like there's a lot that's not fine, so I can't. But water, like no one has claims over the amount of liters that comes out of the water. Like the first 5 gallons is Ethan's. That's good. that grocery store fury out of Josiah before he starts work. How dare you? Ethan's room. Yep, that one.
You know what? I'm having fun with this thing. Is it plugged in?
Oh, one thing I have to do. There we go.
Oh. Wow, wow, wow. No, we're still we're like on the tail end Terraria. Are you joining us for Great Thursday? Sweet. Like probably like the fourth time I played Sora in total. You did, but I hit you out of it. It's interesting he does combos. So floaty. Oh. Oh, get Josiah in this. He has work in a bit. You ready, Josiah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. There's the Pro controller. Is this which one controller you be most comfortable with? All right, cool.
Haven't used this one a lot, but it'll be fine.
Will you prefer these? For these ones?
More
All right. And Nintendo. Oh. Dude.
Oh. Oh, that's it.
I was just about to switch to Bowser.
Oh,
A
no.
little bit inappropriate with Peach. Oh. My brain thought I was Captain America there for a second. That was a weird feeling. Well, what? Okay, game.
That was good.
Oh, what delay.
Yeah,
I got toaded.
I like Toad like.
Oh,
I told my controller up B. I told you up B.
good game.
Like the Mario.
Which one's the good one? Both of them? Okay.
One Falcon.
That one sticks.
Yeah. Captain Falcon.
Oh, he's part of the series.
Falcon.
Yeah, they're from different game series. I think Captain Falcon is the only one from F-Zero. Is good? Or is giving you like interesting.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
No. Not you, Terry, in your recovery. Oh. See, he might use with my grab. With his grab. Oh.
Oh, it's
That's something you hear every day.
No, don't try me. No.
Good game.
And that was close.
Once you get that 100%, you're like, how many big fireballs can I throw everywhere?
A lot.
You're just trying. That's your whole goal. Is just a Falcon punch someone. Oh, oh, oh. Bad idea.
Stop it. There might be close. Come on. I feel like you're running.
Oh god. Oofers.
He tried.
He tried.
Tried real hard.
Power of the Aegis. We're like all teenage angst teenagers.
Why am I being shot?
Oh, what? That broke my shield?
Oh, that was. Yeah, I put it on. I'm
What? At least 7%. That's crazy.
Why you gotta come at me like that? Because that was funny.
Ah!
That was fun.
I gotta do that.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
No, don't die!
Come on! No! 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 No!
Please don't leave me. Don't leave me alone. I'm just gonna be alone on this platform forever. Or maybe I'm just fooling myself.
Or that.
We've done that one. Done
Whoa,
that
what
one.
is that one?
We did it, remember? Like
Not
the
that
flying
one.
arena.
Yeah. Right up.
That one, we done that one. But
That one.
it's like, has like squares and stuff like that.
Oh, this.
Oh gosh. Big.
No, no.
I got. Oh god. Don't knock that key. No, the key. Oh god.
Don't even try. Don't even try. I'm just gonna use this one.
Well, stop it.
I think you found your character.
Oh, I want to be on the receiving end of this. No.
Oh. I think Brett Logan saved me. Yeah. I was in the receiving end of one of Ike's match attacks in which they could like kill, like take you out even at.
I'm in trouble.
Doing all I can do right now.
Oh, that's me out.
Oh gosh.
Say goodnight.
You know you have a counter down B.
No.
What?
What was that?
Oh man.
I thought I was dead.
I think.
But it changed.
Yeah, it gave a platform.
Oh, God.
Okay.
What do you say now, Logan?
I respect you.
Morning zone.
Joker feels weird. He's like fast, but he doesn't feel fast at the same time. Oof. Oh, that's not like that's just a flying up P. Is when in Joker mode.
Because he's poison.
Is you could like just chain that.
That purple. This little guy right here.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh no. Look at that boy.
I grab you. Get him. Oh.
Smash Bros.
It's in the game. Game. Seth, not really good for you. I think your first death was an accident. Fun though. Got a bounce.
Uh-oh. Pikachu. It is
229.
229.
Oh, look, you guys both have to.
Oops.
Oh. Oh, it's shift B. I see. Not A.
It's you in the cart. I was wondering if that would hit.
Dude, no one wants to quit. Hear me? No one wants to
Ah!
Sorry, you almost knocked
Hey, look at Pikachu.
me. You guys ready?
He has no clue.
Trying to survive. Good. Oh, well done.
Pork chop. Pork chop. All right. See ya. See ya. Are you coming back? Sweet. All right, man. See you later. And you obviously have work till 11, so enjoy.
I shall enjoy.
It is. I love you too, man.
Yep. You want to take a muffin for the road?
Alright, Char, after that fight, it's time, okay? All right, friends, we'll be back when we're back.